Where's Wilson? We have a show to run.
Hey Giselle, look, I got a bag filled with textbooks.
Seriously, why?
Well, I just thought for Mother's Day appreciation, I would feel the same way our moms do when they carried us.
I guess that works for Mother's Day celebrations. Did you at least get her flowers?
Duh, of course I did. I even got her sugar cane water, her favorite. I even made mini gift baskets for my favorite teachers for Teacher Appreciation Week.
Wow, someone's feeling grateful. Personally, I'm grateful for all of our audience for tuning into today's show. We will be discussing two local young authors, Ndukaku and Chen, a few tips on Mother's Day,
A live segment on the newly released Invincible, and lastly, Apache Sports. I'm Wilson.
And I'm Giselle. Welcome to Show 28, Mother's Day edition. Prom is a time where people dance around in a room, tightly packed with really no space to move around. Doesn't sound fun, right? Well, this year's prom is not a dance, but rather a drive-in movie. You can purchase your tickets using the link down below, but just remember that if you wait too long, prices will increase. For more questions, contact the prom committee at Arcadia Prom 21 on Instagram. Have fun and make some memories.
Flip, Flop, Lizard Thing is one of the 3 books written by a pair of young brothers. Driven by their imagination, the two have created tales that bring smiles to people's faces. But in contrast to their grand and bizarre stories, the duo are smaller and closer to us than we think. Ricky is here to tell us about the Arcadia-based writers behind these 3 books.
Ndukaku Anyikam, a kindergartner at Holly Avenue Elementary School, and his younger brother Chen Anyikam have published 3 books together over the last year. The two boys created Plip Plop Lizard Fangs, Swing Swing Listening Lizard, and the Tricky Lizard and the Fox That Fooled Him. The books cover a lot of themes, such as problem solving, listening, and patience.
Swing Swing Listening Lizards is all about listening and not wandering off. Me and my brother, we just thought about it and created it. I got better each time I did it. Well, I'm hoping my friends and other people will like them.
Around summertime, when they wanted to create their first book, Ndukaku and Chen didn't even know how to write yet. So instead, the two verbally dictated their story to their dad, who transcribed the work into writing.
So they dictated the story to me and I wrote it verbatim. So if you read the books, they read like a 4-year-old is saying it because it is. And I intentionally didn't edit it because I wanted to kind of try to keep it in that 4-year-old and 2-year-old's voice.
Ndukaku's books were published under a publishing imprint set up by his dad called Kaigo Book Company, which has been moving forward to publish the works of other kids and young authors as well.
Oh, he's a wonderful student who has been just thriving in the classroom, to be quite honest, in a lot of ways. He's very creative. He engages well with others, and it's just fun to see just Ndukaku and others be able to finally be in the classroom where their creativity can really thrive. Not only that, other students are interested and curious to be kind of asking questions like, whoa, you did that? How did you do that? So it sparks that wonder and that excitement and that curiosity, and kind of creates a sense of empowerment even for children at such a young age.
You can do anything what you want, and if you want, you can stop arguing or agree on something and don't wander off. Bye.
Whatever dream or goal you may have, Ndukaku and Chichinjun's accomplishments are a reminder that if they can do it, you can do it too. This has been Ricky, back to the anchors.
There are a variety of sports at Arcadia High School, and trying to pick one can be a little overwhelming. For those that are passionate about being part of a team or trying to get fit, the Arcadia Booster Club has got you covered. Almost every sport will be offering summer sports camp for students in grades 6 through 12. You will get the chance to work with high school coaches on your mental and physical well-being. Register using the link down below. Have fun and stay active.
A gift card, a bundle of flowers, and what else? As Mother's Day approaches, Felix is here with the history behind the special holiday and a few tips on how to make a cute little surprise for our moms.
As we know, Mother's Day is 2 days away, so now it's time to prepare a cute little gift bag for our moms. But before I show you that, let's first learn about some history about Mother's Day. It all began 113 years ago at a church in Grafton, West Virginia. Anna Jarvis is the mother who inspired Mother's Day. In 1908, Anna decided to hold a memorial to honor and celebrate her mother, Anne Reeves Jarvis. Anna's mother had been a peace activist during the Civil War and had cared for wounded on both sides of the fighting. Anna's mother was also the assistant superintendent of the church school. She worked to bring the mothers together into mothers groups to help improve sanitary conditions in the community to improve health and reduce infant mortality in the area. Jarvis' home state, West Virginia, became the first state to recognize the day to honor mothers in 1910. In 1914, President Woodrow Wilson issued a proclamation creating Mother's Day as a national holiday, and it will be celebrated on the second Sunday of May every year. Alright, it's finally time to reveal the gift bag I prepared for my mom. I've got a paper bag from Daiso. Here are 2 small bundles of cherry blossoms, which represent love and beauty. And there's a notebook. Finally, a letter with a few quotes to show your mom appreciation. And the very last thing you need to do is place them in your bag. Yay, finally finished. Happy Mother's Day. And I'm gonna go give it to my mom right now. Back to you guys.
Well, how you feeling, Wilson?
Carrying 30 pounds on your belly is no joke. You have no idea how much more respect I gain from others.
Still think it's a good Mother's Day idea?
Yes, it's from Mama Payne.
Dude, you know, a bouquet of flowers and box of chocolates is enough. It is looking a bit heavy. You need a break?
Yes, I need a break, and while I go on a break, let's have our viewers go on a break as well.
One thing I love about my mom is that she takes care of me.
I love my mom because she's a fighter and she will go out of her way to support me.
It's how she helps me however she can.
Because she's so hardworking and she always helps others without asking for anything else in return.
How she can easily recognize that I'm going through a tough time, and when she sees that, she'll always try to take the burden off of me, no matter how difficult the task is.
How strong she is, and how she's able to juggle so many things effortlessly.
She really tries to understand me, and she isn't afraid to let me be who I want to be.
How no matter what situation she's in, she's always able to find the little things that can make people happy.
How hardworking she is and how caring she is towards others. So, happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you, Mom.
I love you, Mom.
You know the specific smell library books give off when you first open one? Thankfully, the Arcadia Public Library has reopened for in-person services. Grab-and-go browsing, printing, computers, and more will all be available to you through adjusted business hours and seating arrangements. For more questions, you can contact the link down below or contact Public Library at arcadiaca.gov.
If you thought Marvel was the only one providing regular superhero content, then maybe you just haven't been looking hard enough. Amazon just debuted another action-packed TV show based on their comic book series written by Robert Kirkman, the producer of The Walking Dead. On this week's latest entertainment, Tharun and Jacob are here to discuss the Prime original, Invincibles.
Dude, Tharun, I have like nothing else to watch. There's barely anything out there for me.
Really? I've been watching tons of stuff. What are you in the mood for?
Well, I wanted to watch something action-packed with superheroes, but I've seen them all. They're getting so boring and repetitive.
I see. Luckily, I do have a show for you though. You should really check it out. It's called Invincible and it's on Amazon Prime.
I saw the trailer for it and it looked generic.
Listen, that's what I thought too. But once you watch the show, your mind will be completely blown.
Whatever. I'll watch the first episode and see if it's good.
Invincible is a television show that may seem like a generic kid-friendly superhero thing that we have seen a million times. To be perfectly honest, the only reason that made me interested to see it after watching the trailer was the big cast. The show has the likes of J.K. Simmons, Sandra Oh, Steven Yeun, Gillian Jacobs, Mark Hamill, Zazie Beetz. It's crazy. But oh my, was I wrong about this show. This series manages to throw every single trope that is common in any superhero content just straight out the window.
Invincible has pretty solid storytelling with its mature themes, strong, brutal violence, and a very unique and interesting world, and most importantly, interesting main characters, villains, and side characters. And these characters are brought to life by the amazing voice acting talent behind this production. The animation, for the most part, is great, especially in the long, continuous battle sequences the show has.
In terms of flaws, there are a few. Some of the side plots are somewhat uninteresting and drag a bit too long. Also, there's a certain character that is written so inconsistently and really gets on your nerves with their constant actions and dialogue that make absolutely no sense.
Also, the animation can be a bit janky sometimes. There are moments where it feels like a 2D cutout of a character moving around on a background. Also, there's a blend of 3D animation as well as 2D, which didn't blend well all that often. But since this show has been renewed for second and third season, there's no doubt that Amazon will raise the budget after Invincible's immense success.
Definitely check out Invincible. It is a fresh take on the superhero genre, which is much needed because Marvel has set to crank out 4 more movies and 3 more television shows this year. Anyway, this has been Tharun.
And Jacob. Back to the anchors.
Since the gaming grind never stops, APN's gaming show never stopped keeping updated on all things esports. On the latest episode, which premiered this past Wednesday, Kevin gives more details around the situation surrounding Sinatra, a look at the newest Valorant map, Breeze, and a podcast discussing the 2021 Mortal Kombat movie. Be sure to check it out.
We may be nearing the end of the school year, but things are just beginning to heat up for our teams on this week's edition of Apache Sports.
Thanks, Giselle and Wilson. We had a lot of thrilling games this week, and we have all the coverage here on Apache Sports. The start to our boys basketball season has been nerve-wracking to say the least.
Coming off a tough loss by only 2 points to the Pacific League leaders Pasadena, our Apaches were determined to come up with a win against the LaSalle Lancers on Monday. Up by 10 at one point, it seemed like it was a go-ahead win for the Apaches, backed by numerous threes by junior Chen and consistent jump shots from senior Jacob Trubell. But LaSalle robbed the game from the Apaches in the last second of the game, partially due to a bad call by the ref, but most of the blame should be put on the Apaches for only going 13 for 31 at the free throw line.
It's not all bad news though. The boys team fired up on Tuesday against Glendale and outplayed them on every side of the ball.
Sean, again terrific with the threes, and consistent points from senior transfer Adrian Hernandez allowed the Apaches to not be down once in the game, winning with a final score of 70-58.
In this game, we played more as a team, together, boxing out, doing the little things to get the victory, and it feels good, you know. Even though we got cheated out in Pasadena, this game, you know, we kept our composure, the refs, you know, we kept our good, we're doing good together.
I mean, of course, this is our first win, so right now we're pretty hyped, and I think we're going to be like that for the rest of the week, and I think we're going to carry that type of team play into Burroughs and, you know, show them how we play, how Arcadia plays.
We'll see how they do tonight against Burroughs to hopefully improve their league record to 2-1. For now, this has been Clara. Let's pass it on over to girls soccer.
Our girls soccer team also had an amazing performance in this week's games. On Tuesday, girls soccer squared off against Hoover on senior night in a league match that Arcadia looked good in from the start. The Tornadoes marked the 7th conference game for the Apaches as they were looking to go 5-2 heading into Thursday night's rivalry at CV. From the opening minutes, Arcadia dominated possession and repeatedly put the ball in the back of the net. Leading the charge was sophomore Chase Hoon, senior defender Olivia Wong, and freshman midfielder Sky Escobedo, as each of the trio scored a pair of goals. The last 2 of the goals were scored by Avery Bolg and Dakota Lee, which capped off an impressive 8-0 win and a memorable senior night.
The adrenaline from senior night, I think, really helped us kind of strive in the game and really push for the win. It was really just a celebration for the seniors and just a really lighthearted and just heartwarming game.
And yesterday, the girls unfortunately lost to CV with the score of 2-0, but still has a winning record of 5-3. Great job, ladies. And that's all we have for today's Apache Sports. This has been Kevin. Stay safe, stay strong, and keep up the positive vibes.
Hey Wilson, where's that backpack?
It was kind of heavy, so I took it off.
What happened to feeling the same way our moms did?
No way I'm carrying that all day, let alone 9 months.
Goes to show how much effort our moms put into raising us, huh? Anyways, thank you all for tuning in to today's show. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media links down below.
APN will also be live streaming the Arcadia Invitational Track Meet tomorrow at 3:30 p.m. Tune in to catch all the field events. This has been Wilson.
And Giselle. Happy Mother's Day, Apaches.